We are cycling the 50 Churches Act churches.
What does it say about no cycling?
Right at the top in big letters.
A full public consultation will be undertaken in 2018.
Every single one of them, both the new ones and the ones that were helped or rebuilt by the Act.
No busking, please.
Right now we're going through the famous Greenwich Foot Tunnel.
As you say, you've just got to be considerate, that's all.
Yeah.
And we're heading off to St Anne's Limehouse.
A great big chimney there.
Where?
Just on the end there with a big
Oh,
plaque.
yeah. A lot of old industria sort of sitting about. Look at the great cranes at the end there. All the places just gone down Pepper Street. Lots of the names of the
spices.
Spices, yeah, they reflect things that were traded.
What's quite interesting is that it's empty.
Well, it's because the tide's out.
All the gates are down. Where they've used the existing infrastructure to put new infrastructure through it. The big pipe work, which I guess is sewerage of some description.
On the other side of that is the dock.
And wherever this infrastructure goes, it doesn't go any further. It goes under the...
Yeah.
It must turn and go under the side of the pier here, or embankment.
I've never noticed it before, that's for sure. And this little Dickensian
Very nice.
moment. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
So if you follow the one-way system, you enter the church
From there.
at that entrance, which is probably its best aspect. This is the one where they're going through a big renovation programme.
You've sung in this one, haven't you?
I've sung in here and filmed in here. This is the one where we think I want to get a bit close to that, see what they're doing.
I guess they're cleaning it.
Yeah, but we might see some stuff. So it's the famous
Famous pyramid. Interesting, still no writing on it though.
There's writing at the top, it says King Solomon, something about Solomon.
Oh, right.
You see the square tower over there?
Yeah, oh, it's supposed to be on the top of it.
One theory is there were going to be two and there's one on either side and it was supposed to go up there, and it was discovered to be either too heavy or too expensive.
Right.
But it's all sorts of stuff has been said about this. People making occult associations, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Masonic eye and all that.
And certainly the Masonic thing.
Rats, no treasure maps.
If anything, that's less clear than it was. So this reminds me a good deal of St Mary Le Strand, and it was here where they had the secret staircase. Actually, the design of this is remarkably similar. And what I'm going to do when I get back, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my question is, when you go inside the church,
Are there 7 inside the church?
are there 7, isn't? And my guessing is, well, the thing is, I know there's an office here.
When you take a look at this, you can immediately see that there is no secret room at St Anne's. There is a room there, but if you count the windows, there's the 6 along that elevation and then one further window that lights the room behind that balcony door. Those 2 windows on the very end aren't visible from the outside, and I was really confused by that. But actually, when you see from this angle, you'll see there's actually 3 windows, and you can just make out that they're actually illuminated from an internal space. But that's the room that's accessible from the balcony. Now, that's not the case at St Mary Le Strand, where they never had balconies, and you can kind of see that they wouldn't fit it in with the current design at least. There you've got 2 totally inaccessible rooms. You'll have to take my word for it. There's no staircase to either of these rooms, where you can see they're clearly corner rooms that are visible from the outside, and if you count the windows, you can see there's a discrepancy. But of course, suddenly this makes everything a bit clearer. The design of these churches was relatively shambolic. The process was constant changes coming from above and the architect just dealing with them. Now, it's completely conceivable that Gibbs would have anticipated that a balcony might be required, and he designed 2 rooms at the end of the balconies, just as you have here at Limehouse, and even put in a staircase from one room to the other over the arch. Actually, it makes total sense. Now, because the commissioners were always changing their minds, they never built the balcony, and suddenly you've got 2 secret rooms and a secret staircase connecting them. Now, clearly, there is a Masonic interpretation, and maybe it's right, maybe both things are true, but skepticism suggests that cock-up is at least as plausible as Masonic conspiracy.
Water break.
Not in there though.
Although, it does look quite tempting. So it says when it's on 1 every half a second, it's got 280 hours. Unfortunately, the battery doesn't last that long.
No.
By about 280 hours. You can see it.
It's the octagonal tower from Hawksmoor again. He used the one that he was going to put on Greenwich.
Over through murals here somewhere.
So let's see what it says. Oh, that's true, yeah. So the people of the East End halted a march by fascists. That's gone down in history as the Battle of Cable Street. So you kind of get the impression that there was contact between the 2 sides, but really it was contact between the police and the 2 sides.
Yeah.
But it was a turning point, a critical turning point.
We booted out the fascists.
Yeah, we did it before.
I don't think he was there.
This way, we'll...
No, are we?
Yeah, we're going to the church.
Oh.
Remember what we're doing? So this is St George, this is the one with its insides ripped out because of the war. So
This is the one that's got a front but no...
that's right, and you can see it doesn't have a roof if you can look through that circular window. But you can also see it's got the same structure of the 2 towers at the back. This is also Hawksmoor.
Yeah.
Very strange step in.
So very Roman.
If you take an architect like Archer, who does Deptford, who does St John's Smith Square, then he went on a grand tour. So he'd been to Rome, he'd seen these Baroque kind of masterpieces that are so influencing this stuff. But Hawksmoor never went on a grand tour. He wasn't a gentleman. They've all read Palladio, but I think there's a lot to like about the proportion.
Once you actually get to the side of the building, it's a lot shorter than you expect from the width.
It's square. It's square form.
Ah,
Not all of them are.
Oh, are they?
Not all of them, no.
No,
Some of them
so
are,
that
some aren't.
Limehouse one we were just at, that seemed
That's
longer.
a long, yeah.
That's an interesting though, because it doesn't look square from this side because he's put all of these design features in that make it look
Yes, it sort of hides its squareness, doesn't it?
I would say a squat church. I expected it to be longer. What
came-
have you done with your hat, by the way? In your bag? It's not round
it's
your neck.
fallen off. Where
Did you put it in your bag?
No, it's fallen off.
Oh, it could have fallen
I
off
had it at the
anywhere.
last stop, yeah. But you've got to admit, I'm lucky.
Now, is this good luck that I'm with you, or is this poor luck? It's because I'm with you that you're forgetting and you're distracted because you're talking about other things.
Well, it's crass incompetence more than any other single thing. So look behind you.
Yeah, that's interesting. Even from that, you wouldn't say
You wouldn't know
that's
it's been
an empty
blown out,
church.
yeah. There's really, even if you look in deeply into the interior, it's not obvious that isn't just a feature that was always part of the interior.
Yeah.
But actually, it's a false wall inside a wall.
Yeah, a glass wall to separate the church from open space.
Yeah.
Up here,
We're going north now for a bit.
unaccustomed as I am to cycling in London on cycle lanes,
Yeah.
I often forget them.
Yeah, so this one I haven't been in yet. They've been coquettish in their nose. I know, they kind of said a really definite no, and then they said, oh, maybe next year, thinking I'd go away. It's next year now, so I'm going, come on then.
Come on then, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, you've seen what
That
I've
was
done with the other
essentially a
ones.
yes, yeah.
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 Don't be shy.
But,
I like the no expense spares cast iron gates that are could stop a bloody tank.
anything like this, remember,
Normally got
was
ripped
added
up.
back after the war. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
Would
was
have
all
been
ripped up.
Yeah.
For Spitfires.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much cast iron was in a Spitfire.
It never helped the war effort at all. It was for show.
Right.
Yeah. But you've got these amazing trees in the garden.
London Plains. It's kind of open.
Yeah. Quite different. I've sung in this one as well,
Oh, okay.
but I want to get in this one. It's all been there since I worked here, certainly. But also,
Oh, really?
is this genuflecting towards a church or what? Look, you've literally got a buttress. You've literally got a buttress there with, you're not telling me that's holding the building up. With a tower, very churchy.
Well, I'd love to, but
That woman tried to give me some food.
yeah. I get no longer an active church. This is where the LSO practice.
This is where the LSO practice.
Which is the London Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah, it's one of the last ones to be built as well. I think this one was started by Hawksmoor but finished by James.
Well, what is clear, if it was one of the last ones, is it's
Yeah.
a lot plainer. It is without a lot of embellishment.
Yeah,
As you start running out of money,
yeah.
this one's a bit more garden shed than.
Well, this one was also bombed during the war
Oh, okay.
and so substantially destroyed.
But I can't,
And,
they haven't put it up in a. They haven't changed the design when they
No,
put it back up.
no, they put it back as it was on the externals. But when they changed it, they moved the bodies. And there's a very, very interesting video, and it's basically about this company, and what they do is they move bodies.
Okay, yeah.
And so whenever you're doing a building where it's in
Yeah.
a churchyard, they move the bodies and they do it in such a way that it's the rights of the dead are respected and
Yeah.
looked after, but they're still disinterred and put somewhere else.
Yeah.
They go to enormous lengths to keep the bodies together, things like
Yeah.
that. You get tremendous differences in the level of preservation of the corpse, even on the same site, depending on the
Local
conditions.
soil conditions.
But
Yeah.
that can make it a very distressing thing to do, because often you're digging up, often the corpses of children. The people who are doing it said, yeah, I've been doing it for 25 years. They find it hard to recruit the next generation.
Yeah. I'm still not desensitised.
Yeah, they definitely were saying that, yeah. I think it's one of those, it's a Channel 4 documentary near the beginning of Channel 4, and I sort of thought they'd find a funny side. But I didn't really find the funny side.
That's it for now. We've got a tiny bit more on St Luke's, but now the churches are much closer together and we'll pick up the pace. 7 down, 12 to go, but we will go quicker.